Okay, good morning, everyone. So, Mangalapa and Kalai Vanakkam. Okay, so as usual, today, Friday, is our general product knowledge session. All right, everybody know. I am Dr. Firdaus, being a medical doctor for more than 30 years. And now what we're doing is teaching people how to get this good health in more efficient and easy way, in a natural way, by taking care of food and all. But in that, DXN is being a backbone to support and give us the most nutritional food, which is highly therapeutical food. So one of the best range, which is lion's mane mushroom, that is what I'm going to explain, how this lion's mane mushroom we can obtain the best beneficial here. Okay. Okay. That's so somebody's recording is stopped. You all can re-click back. Okay. All right. You see, because now totally we are, every week we are having one mushroom, which we are, explaining what is the power of the mushroom usage. Okay. So lion's mane mushroom is something that very, very popular in the market and very high demand due to its benefit. Okay. So watch carefully on every week. Okay. And the end of the session, we will be able to do the comparison of all the mushrooms, and you can see general differences, which we will be able to understand. All right. So here, I will go through on every mushrooms. We will go through the recap a little bit of the basics. All right. Because some may miss the session or some may not, we don't know. So let's just recap. So today we're going to talk about lion's mane mushroom. Okay. This is all the general mushrooms that we have in DXN. Okay, Mitake, Rishi, monkey head. Monkey head is what we're going to talk today. This is, okay, this is what we're going to discuss today, is monkey head. All right. So this is practically, we also can, the people name which is well known is monkey head or lion's mane, mushroom. Okay, there's many various different names, but the content is the same, the benefit is the same. So don't get confused. All right. So this is how it looks like. You see, it looks like a lion head. And there also some people claim that it looks like a monkey head. So they call it monkey head mushroom, lion's mane mushroom. And the scientific name is, which is written here, okay, Hericus irenosus. Okay. So again, we come to the recap here. All right. As I mentioned, okay, the mushrooms takes in oxygen. Okay. It takes in oxygen. Okay. And it release out, okay, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, okay, or CO2, okay, CO2, carbon. So whereby human does the same thing, we need oxygen, okay, human also takes in oxygen, okay, we get oxygen in and we release CO2. So that is why mushroom are very unique compared to any other vegetable. And the mushrooms is a group of fungi. Okay, it's a fungus group. All right. This is something that has been existed in this world very, very long, since millions of years. All right. Since human existed, that is where the world existed. That is where the fungi is coming along. Why is it so powerful? Okay, this is one of the largest and oldest organism on the earth. Okay, the reason is because it gives food. Okay, it's a food supplier to all the living organism on this earth. And you take a soil, okay, one handful of soil, which gives you a radius of 45 km. That much of fungi, either mycelium, okay, is in this soil, in this entire soil. You see, that is how it is so powerful. Okay, because it is all well connected under the ground. You see, so there's a little fungi which is process. You see, when a tree drops here, okay, when a tree drops here like that, okay, due to thunder and all, okay, after a period of time, this tree will get rotted. So it will decompose. So how does this tree can decompose is by fungi. Even an animal die, it will decompose by worms and also by fungus. So this is how important is the fungi, and they will decompose and feed nutrition, and also they will make a lot of important nutrition for the big growing trees. This is how it is connected everywhere. That is why the fungi are very important. These fungi are also connected as in a WWW, Wood Wide Web. So the entire world is connected in a way. Okay, so this is how the connection of the whole bottom below us, which we can't see, and this is how they are connected. You see how well this whole thing is being created. Okay, so let's see the benefit of this mushroom. Okay, you see, generally when we take the all the range of mushrooms, okay, what happens is the certain mushrooms has some very unique, okay, unique demand or unique characteristic. But generally, all the fungi has one similarity. That is what you will see. This is where people always ask, what is this good for? What is that good for? What disease can this cure? And so on. See, here we are not talking about disease. DXN is a company which is a food mall company, is coming with varieties of food range, which is added with the mushrooms. Okay, so you will be able to get the benefit by consuming or using all the DXN products. You will get all the benefit from the mushroom products. Okay, as we know, support immune system. All mushrooms has this ability or potential to support the immune system. So as an immune modulator and all. Okay, but it is also one of the best for cancers. Okay, you see, anything comes with good nutrition. Okay, this is what the body needs. Why we get cancer is due to toxin, okay, and then imbalances. You see, so the mushrooms also one of the best antioxidant, which will able to identify or remove the toxins. They can remove the toxins, and then the nutrition which is in the mushroom will able to rebalance back the body. Okay, in this way, we can eradicate or release or reduce the cancer, because our immune system also is very strong, and there is no chance for us to get into this problem. See, now the biggest problem is people's food is very, very high toxin. We are in the world of toxin. Okay, you can never run away from this. many years back, like 50, 60, 70 years back, the toxin usage was very, very low. Now it is extremely high. So it's also very good for cardiovascular system because all the polysaccharide, okay, has very high polysaccharide is form of protein. Protein is important for muscles. Heart is a muscle. So in a way, it gets very high quality protein that will able to give a good support to the cardiovascular system. Okay, and this is how you see these characteristic you can remember every week. I'm telling this on based on every single mushrooms. All the mushrooms has this ability, but there is some uniqueness in certain mushrooms. And it comes to digestive system, and it's also very good for digestion and also for gut. You see, lion's mane is extremely powerful for stomach. Okay, so it radicates. Okay, you see, this is how the stomach is connected. Okay, this is how the stomach looks like. This stomach is very, very highly connected with the brain. Okay, the brain. Okay, through to the vagus nerve. Okay, so anything goes wrong in the stomach. Okay, anything goes wrong in the stomach, immediately it will give a strong effect to the brain. Okay, so this is why the lion's mane mushroom, okay, it is very, very good for any gastritis issues. Okay, reflux, GERD, gastritis issues, okay, ulcerative issues and everything, digestion and all, lion's mane is very good and it can really gives a good results. Okay, so this is something that we know, we always support. Most of the mushrooms has this, but especially lion's mane has very high tendency into digestive and gut health. All right, immune system support. It has a immune modulator. Okay, immunomodulatory system is here into boost the immune system. Okay, in this way, because all the polysaccharide and the nutrition contents here in mushrooms, generally all mushrooms has very high, especially in lion's mane, it has even more. Okay, and then antioxidant properties. Okay, you see, antioxidant is something very, very important. This is very important because once you can eradicate the toxin, okay, you can remove or reduce the toxins in the body. This will reduce inflammation. Okay, inflammation is one of the major reasons for disease. Okay, so we now at this current point of moment, 2023, in this era, modernization, we are creating large amount of inflammation. Every single human being, and even the age of very young age, they can cause inflammation at the age of 5, even 3, and onwards. You see? So this is, so what happens if you go on until the age of 30? 25 years of exposure into inflammation, which can damage a lot of different part of the body, which is the cells, and then the tissues, then the organs, then the system has great malfunctions. Okay, we know, okay, many times we have said the cell is the first. From the cell, it goes to the tissue, okay, and then it goes to the organ. Then from the organ, it goes to the system. Okay, you say you have a problem in the cellular level, to the cell level. What will happen? It will form a very poor tissue. When you have a poor tissue, all of these tissues get together. This is what you will have, a poor malfunctioning organ. Right? So this will pull up to a poor system. So this is the big problem. So to come to this range and chronic condition, the body takes about 15 years and more. That is where a lot of inflammation has started at the age of 5 or 3, and they reach the age of like 20, 30, they can cause a lot of problem. All right. In the very young age, the age of like 25, 26, 27 or something, people are getting cardiac arrest, cancer, even much, much younger. Yes, all this is the main reason. Antimicrobial activities. Okay, this is more to immune system, which is more to viral and bacteria. See, and again, very simple, it is more to bacteria and virus, which is boosting up the immune system, right? That is so powerful due to many things that the components in the mushroom gives that much of booster. And then not missing this part, anti-cancer. Okay, you see, which are the best mushrooms to eradicate or to treat cancer? No, here is not a treatment. So you got to add all the different types of mushroom into your diet. Okay, not in a daily basis, in random. Say you have 30 days in a month, you can just mix and match these mushrooms, because every single mushrooms has a different value quality. The same polysaccharides from reishi as like Enoderma, the power of that polysaccharide will be different compared to lion's mane, and then even will be compared to shiitake and agaricus and so many different mushrooms. So it's always good for us to have exposure to all the different types of mushroom. All right, this is very important. So don't treat or don't just give your body only one type as an irregular way of using it. That is why I like to use a powder version. Okay, I can add into all my food. I can add into my drinks. I can put it into my coffee. I can just mix and match even some rice. After you cook the rice, you can just sprinkle. When you put on your plate, you can just sprinkle some mushrooms. Okay, so when you're making some cold beverages, you can put in. If you're doing smoothie, even yogurt's also good. You see, so learn how to use powder. Okay, in the mushroom, whereby in DXN they provide all the mushrooms with the powder range. Okay, so not forgetting anti-cancer. Okay, now we go to the most important part. You see, this lion's mane's specialty, okay, is the brain. Okay, this is where it is very, very well known and very high demand in the market. This is one of the best brain food, we could say. All right, lion's mane. Let's see what is the beautiful part of this. Okay, you see, it stimulates nerve. Okay, it stimulates nerve okay, and brain cells, okay, and to grow, keep them alive longer. You see, nowadays, when people are getting very young, they are damaging their bodies extensively. Due to this, they're getting all the brain disorder, Alzheimer, dementia, and many, many things, and even tumors and so many things. The reason is toxin. Okay, so here, and also too much usage of sugar, carbohydrates, less of fat. Brain is almost 99.9% fat, but the body has to struggle to get fat because people has a huge phobia of consuming fat. Okay, this is why always I recommend VCO and also integrate a little bit of fat from the food. So coming back to the mushroom, okay, this mushroom has very high credibility and is also proven in many research, okay, that it gives very beautiful results when for any brain disorder diseases. So once again, it has nerve, brain cells, they keep them growing healthy and life longer. And I think this is especially will keep you younger. Okay, fit functionable brain. Okay, you see, when nowadays people when they grow up, what happens? It tends to be very forgetful. They just stuck with memory issues and many, many problems. Okay, this is why I also recommend, many of my members to consume lion's mane oolong tea. Okay, it's a small interval for my lion's mane oolong tea. Wow, you see, it is. You see, we have access, okay, to lion's mane in many ways. Okay, we'll come to that as well. So this is where the nerve growth, okay, nerve growth factor, okay, NGF. We will identify this as NGF, NGF. So NGF. Okay, so it regulates the NGF factor. All right, this is very important. See, the green cells, every of our cells in our body, they will die and then they have to reborn and has to replace back the cells. If the body is not strong or not having enough nutrition to come out or reborn with the new cells, this is where the damages comes too much, where the brain cannot produce back the neurons, okay, the activities in the brain. The cells starts to deplete, go weaker and weaker. No new cells replacement. Okay, this is what the major reason now for people to have Parkinson, dementia, Alzheimer, and also like any brain-related disorders. Okay, this is a big thing. Okay, it's required a neuron in order to survive. Okay, this is where the body produce the growth factor to go in and replace the cells in the neuron to produce a good neuron activation. Okay, this is like a small electric impulse has been created. Okay, so this is why the mushrooms, lion's mane mushroom is so powerful. Okay, they also have numerous studies has been done. Okay, the scientists figure out the extract of lion's mane mushroom stimulates cell growth, making those growth factors better to do their job. So they are very strong and healthy cells. So they're becoming healthy. Okay, cells. Sometimes the cells are not healthy. There are cells, but the cells has been damaged. So that kind of damaged cells is what will cause a damaged tissue. Then continuously everything goes damaged, cell, then tissue, then organ, and so on. Okay, basically it gives a information to the body to stimulate or to make more. Okay, it will make more nerve growth factors. Okay, and GF. Okay, nerve growth factors, so it can initiate more growth. So this is what makes the brain to be always active in a good range. Okay, good communication. So the no communication, breakdown happens in the brain foggy. Okay, anxiety disorders. All right, antiautism, many more things comes. Okay, arisonus is another ingredient that comes with all the types of mushroom. Okay, but especially in lion's meat, okay, has more. Okay, has more. It comes with greater. Okay, yeah. Not only it stimulates. Okay, not only it stimulates, but it also, okay, get some space. All right. Okay. You see, the two things it does. Okay. It doesn't only stimulate. Okay, but it stimulate the growth factor. Okay, but at the same time, it simulates also. Okay, it simulates the growth factor. Stimulate is rebuilding. It makes more. It push. Okay, simulate is mimic. Okay, it mimic. It can copy. Okay, so it is also, yeah, yes. Stimulate, it boosts up the system. It stimulates. It's a stimulator. Okay. Simulate is mimic. It copies. It mimics as the growth factor. Okay, get it? So this is the uniqueness of the arisonous. Okay, this particular component which comes in the lion's mane has these effects. Okay, generally all the mushrooms has it, but lion's mane has more. Okay, lion's mane has more. So this is why one reason lion's mane is a boost for the brain disorder, brain issues, and all. So there's a lot of research shows that people who is taking lion's mane for 90 days, 60 days, 120 days in the research gives great result. Cognitive communication, cognitive disease is been rectified, and also mind-blowing results. Okay, so this, you see, it makes the cell grow bigger. Okay, it gives a growth cell. It gives you a larger growth. Let me write it down in. Okay, okay. It the cell grow bigger. Okay, so that it can be like a masculine kind of cells with really compact and uniqueness in that cell. So it can have good interaction. Okay, it can have good interact. Okay, okay, with the other cells, okay, with the other cells to stay alive, okay, to stay alive longer, okay, stay alive longer. So longer period. So this, what will happen is, if a cell is so strong and big and solid, and it is having good communication with the other cells, okay, it can stay longer. This will give us a good brain function. Okay, function enabled to, you have a lot of energy, you are very good in terms of communication, your analytical mind, all these will be mind-blowing. Okay? You see, now people are having a very foggy brain. The reason is you flood them with sugar. Sugar causes huge glycation due to high amount of insulin saturation in the body. You see, insulin is a very powerful hormone that will come out and glycate the entire cells, which is burning in a way. Glycation is a burning factor. All right. Okay. Come to this another mind-blowing benefit by Linesmith. See, hippocampus is one very important part in the brain. Hippocampus. So what does the hippocampus do? Okay. First thing, the hippocampus gives you a smell sensation. Smell. Okay, good smell. All this sensation is created from the hippocampus. Then it gives you good memory. Memory formation. Okay, memory formation in recording the new memories. This is why when the Alzheimer patients, anything to do with brain memory related old age disease, actually they shouldn't call old age disease, they should call, maybe should come out with some new names, okay, less concern or never take care of the system, right? They've been treated like a garbage dump. Eventually, the brain cannot function. That's all right. If people who is taking care well, giving the right nutrition, there are people without any cognitive disease, up to 110, 115, 20. But majority fails due to lifestyle is so poor. So memory formation, and then thinking. You see, thinking also, it's most to intellect kind of thinking, which is analytical mind, can have like forecasting mind, this kind of thinking, not the general thinking. Then hippocampus is also responsible for sexual arousal. Okay, this is very, very important, and this is why nowadays in the very early age, in the 40s, people are losing this effect here. Okay, this is something that is very alarming and creating a large amount of social problems. Okay, and also behavior, all right, and emotion. Okay, behavior will come like very aggressive, not subtle, and suddenly they can just snap and be more different kind of person in the sudden. This is all in charge of the hippocampus, which is located in this region. Okay, this is the hippo. Okay, so you see the amount of function that the hippocampus do. So what does this lion's mane is going to do for us? Okay, it creates, regenerate. Okay, it increase the creation of the cells in hippocampus. You see, okay, it improves memory and more. All right, he does give you neurotransmitter effects in the hippocampus. You see, this is very, very powerful. This is what lion's mane does. Neurotransmitters effect. You see. So now I ask you all one question. How much lion's mane we should be taking? How many lion's mane we should be taking? 1, 2. Wow, it's so good. I need more. You need more because this outback, it gives you wonderful results, right? So you decide the dosage. Okay. So you see, this much of benefits from the lion's mane, especially lion's mane is great for the brain, especially our brain. Okay, brain is a coordinating device of communication, and it controls the entire body in terms of neurons and neurotransmitters, kind of like motor, electricals, many things it does. Okay, and it is very delicate and very, very powerful. Increased active communication within cells. That is what the brain does. And this lion's mane upkeep that good active. Okay, that is what lion's mane does. You see, such a lovely mushroom. All right. So go to the last. We came to almost to the end. Mushroom are good brain food, especially lion's mane mushroom is one of the power pack, the most power pack. Okay, and all the other mushrooms as well, not only lion's mane. Okay, so you have not what you all are hearing. Okay, it is the best. When you compare with the king has not come in yet. The king is the Ganoderma. And that Ganoderma has even another 10 times more efficient efficacy when it comes to the brain in a different parameters. Okay, they are not the same. Okay, that's why there are more than 15,000 species of different type, even more. Okay, what human knows or we have discovered is only about 15 to 16 or thousands types of mushroom, but undiscovered mushrooms, there are hundreds and thousands in the forest, okay, in the whole world. Okay. So the WWW, okay, the fungi world is undiscovered. Okay, the fungi world, okay, the fungus is very, very large and is unmeasurable, unresearchable, undiscoverable. It is so too deep and too big. So, but we are having a little portion of the fungi and we are using that maximum benefits from the fungi. Okay, so this is all the nature created for us, and this is what we got to use. All right, so you know about this. Let's go to the last one. Why DXN? You see, when it comes to this, DXN's purpose is to make life more easier, simpler. Okay, see, in what way? Okay, you see, it has created a easy accessibility to the mushrooms, where lion's mane we have in tablets form. Okay, the lion's mane mushrooms. We have in tablets form. We have in powder form. We have in coffee form. We have in tea form. When you have different tea, coffee, and all mixed type, you see, we are the most luckiest human being on earth, I guess. Why? DXN has made our life easy so that we can keep smiling like that. Okay, right? Isn't it? So, what is our job? What we got to use the tablets, throw in the powder into your food regularly, use the coffee, and also enjoy a cup of lion's mane tea in a regular basis. Thank you so much, and let's go to the Q&A session, and let's take in questions.
Morning, Doctor.
Yes, good morning, sir. Good morning.
Doctor, a few questions in Myanmar only. So, ma'am, may you go through one by one, ma'am, in chat box?
Mm-hmm. Forms, yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is he improved? This is a very common questions we get from members. You always want to help people. They want to give service, this and that. You see, and what do I? Yeah, question is creatine high, 40 something. Age is not really important here. Okay, the subject is creatine high and been given DXN products, lot of foam coming, this and that, and what should be done. And patient already been requested to go for dialysis. Okay, you see, a lot of people treating a dialysis patient is very, very subjective. It is not easy. Okay, some therapists will say, no, I've treated so many, it's so easy, this and that, and all. And I'm not saying anything right or wrong, but sometimes it can get well, sometimes it cannot get well. Okay, the reason is, end of the day, it depends on the condition of the body, how healthy they are, how old are they, how well is the body system, and how bad is the damage done. If the creatine is 300, 200, yes, it is manageable without dialysis. If the creatine is more than that, 500, 700, 800, 1000, 1002, no, we are playing with a time bomb. Okay? That is extremely dangerous level. They must get a dialysis to reduce it because anything can go wrong anytime. Can have a cardiac arrest, can have more damages. We are speeding up the damages to the system. That is one. Okay. If the creatine is like 100 plus 2, then yes, fine. We still can manage. Right? The damage is less. Okay. So sometimes patients also have a wrong understanding towards the hospital system. They think, unnecessarily they're asking you to go for this and that. Okay. You've got to really be serious in taking care, and the change of lifestyle is very important. A creatine high patient, or either the renal damage is done, they will be having a very, very, very poor stomach system. They will be having extremely damaged colon system. So the blood will be extremely acidic level. So with this condition, how you going to help this person? So we must integrate both the allopathy and the DXN. DXN is giving nutrition only. It depends how the body is going to act with this nutrition. The body can act better if the system is good. You see? So most of my dialysis patients, if the creatine is so high, very high, I'll tell them go for a dialysis. We'll arrange them for a temporary dialysis. Then you come back. Then we'll start the treatment. Then we see how the body is responding. It is different. Every individual's response is different. If the creatine is 100, like 50, 80, 90, no, that's okay. We have a great margin to play with. We can. So it depends, what you got to do is, okay, don't interfere in whatever the hospitals is suggesting to them. Okay, that is important. They have to go. What we can do from DXN is change of lifestyle. As always, I always suggest stop the flour-based food, cut off the sugars, milk intakes, okay, and cut the quantity of fruits if they're taking in a large amount, okay, and then make the patient walk more, because movement is very important to regulate, to activate, to regulate back the water system in the body. Movement is extremely important. Okay, then take the DXN products. What you can take from DXN, RG, GL, okay, codipine is good. Lion's mane is very important. Cordyceps also is important. Okay, so all this you can integrate, give it as food, because this is high therapeutical food. Okay, so if you want to spend the same amount, okay, most of whatever is affordability, the important ones is spirulina, cordyceps, lion's mane, richelieu, okay, and you see, mostly everything is important here. Like even Morinzi is apple. Okay, Morinzi. Okay, but it depends. Again, financial side, you have to see whether the patient is affordable. If they spend more, their expectation of recovery will be very high. If they spend more, okay, but nothing is in our hand. Everything is on the patient's hand and the mind and the recovery ability that he can create, can bring, can tranquil the whole system. That is the most important. You see, recovering a patient is not easy, especially in the chronic condition, because we have to be at one point. Can they bring everything into one point? Okay, you've got to make it tranquil. That is the most challenging part. So they will have a lot of different type of challenges. So this is all comes. So here we support in terms of nutrition and toxin removal. You see, we can't push the system much here, because if the system has very high creatine, when you put in a lot of Ganoderma, the Ganoderma will go and try to fight and remove this. End of the day, and then even the creatine will shoot up. This is why we need some temporary dialysis need to be arranged. Okay, so some places they will do, some places they may not do. Okay, and all these things. So your side, the most important, don't give any promises. Don't overclaim of the product can do this, do that, and all. This is very important. So support the system is our job by giving the products. So the reaction from the patient, that is what will lead them into good recovery. Okay, not only for kidney issues, everything comes like that. Okay. Okay, the next question. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How is the kidney pain now? The stone issue, is anything positive? If they already come and see me, I definitely have given them what they need. Okay, like codipine, richelieu, all this has been given. So what is the results like? How well they are doing? It's true. Uh-huh. Can you check with them?
ဟုတ်အမဟုတ်ကြောက်တော့မကြသေးဘူးသူခါးတွေပထမတစ်လားတောက်တာတော့သူကောင်းတယ်ပေါ့ဒုတိယတစ်လားမှာခါးတွေအရန်နာလာတယ်တဲ့အဲ့ဒါသူဘာတွေထပ်တိုးစားရမလဲတဲ့မီတင်ထဲမှာလည်းရှိတယ်အတော့ကသူကမလေးလို့မတက်ဘူးဟုတ်အင်္ဂလိပ်လိုလည်းမတက်ဘူးမြန်မာလိုပဲတက်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ तू ကမြန်မာလိုသင်ပေးတာလည်းမရဘူးဘလို့မှ तू မနှိမ့်တက်ဘူးဖြစ်နေတယ်အတိတ်လောက်လေးပဲ तू ဝင်နားထောင်နေ
Oh, she still got severe back pain, huh? Okay. Okay. If can, ask them to come and see me again. Okay. But at this point of time, they got to continue what they are doing. Okay. Yeah. So they have to continue doing what they are asked them to do. Okay. Let me see them, and then I will tell them whether to increase the dose or go on mega dose or whether it's needed or not. Okay. Okay, what is the next question?
Three more are in Myanmar, doctor.
Yeah. What is it for paracetamol? Why paracetamol and lion's mane? What is the pro and cons? This question doesn't really make sense here, but then I will just answer. Okay, very confusing question. Okay, you're comparing a car with an aeroplane. You're asking a question, bicycle is good or aeroplane is good? So uncomparable, both are uncomparable. Okay, paracetamol, nothing is wrong with paracetamol. Paracetamol is a medicine, okay, for pain and fever, whereby lion's mane is a food. Why are you comparing both? Both also you can eat. If needed, you have times that you need to take paracetamol, yes, you need to take. Okay, but here lion's mane is different. You can take anytime you like. It is a food. You can give babies, you can give anybody, there's no dosage. Any amount you like, you can take. That's the only difference. It's a food and it's a medicine. And both has importance in it. I will not say paracetamol is totally useless, that you don't take it at all. No, no such thing. Okay, medicine is a very good, invention to save life. So the problem is nowadays people are eating too much medication like peanuts. Even less lion's mane, less good food. Everybody is popping different type of paracetamol for different reasons. That is something that you got to change. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. Don't compare these two, but we are not here to teach people in a wrong way, like medicines is good. Don't go against allopathy. Okay, allopathy. We should work together with allopathy. Okay, allopathy is a very powerful platform. Whether it's wrongly used, rightly used, that is a different matter. But to save life, best is allopathy, not homeopathy, not swan and all. For emergency purpose, what I mean is emergency. Yes, you need to go to allopathy. Okay, then so all we have many different treatment modules in the world. Everyone has their own capacity, strength, and weakness. So we should be smart to use which. Like Ganoderma, like DXN call it ganotherapy, is very volatile. It's like water. You take water, you put into a jar in a different shape, it can fit in there. Okay, so ganotherapy can work along with any therapist, whether they are doing homeopathy, allopathy, and naturopath, or whatever they need is a supporting tool in their treatment. So ganotherapy doesn't fight with anyone, doesn't go as a clash. No, we don't. We help every treatment modules. That powerful is ganotherapy. Okay. So don't go and tell, no, this is bad, ganotherapy is better. No, we always work along together to improve, to give more results. Okay. All right. What is the next question? All questions done, right? There's one from...
Ma'am, so anything in Myanmar or I can go get with English? Fine. Okay. Doctor, few questions asked by Ma'am Puvan in this thing.
Yeah,
May I read
okay.
one by one, Doctor?
Yes, please.
Doctor, first question is that those who have difficulties with speech, where the flow of words is interrupted and delayed, what is the good amount of lines meant to consume for seniors? Will consuming large quantities cause their blood sugar levels to drop if on diabetic drug? And second question, doctor, for diverticulitis flare-ups, I think
Yeah,
some gut-related issue.
Let me answer the first question.
Fine, doctor.
Okay. You see, when they have diabetic issues, okay, first we should come to an amicable situation with diabetic. Okay, diabetic is one of the main culprit here. So they should reverse their diabetic. Diabetic type 2 is 101% reversible with lifestyle exchange. Okay, it depends how well the patient cooperates or willing to change the lifestyle and ready for a change. And they even can reverse in 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, or 20 days. That is in their hand, not in Ganoderma or not in DXN or not even in my hand. No, they got to put a stop for things that making their sugar high. Then the speech problems, alignment can go in a large quantity, no problem. See, one of the major reasons for the brain to have all these, okay, neuron issues, glycation, sugar, carbohydrates. So if this person is on insulin, nothing works for them. All right. You see, they don't understand how diabetic work. Okay. Diabetic is insulin sensitivity. Too much insulin is the cause for the diabetics to come in. Whereby, because why too much of insulin? Because too much of sugar going into the system. So the body is flushing too much of insulin to save, to use up the sugar. Suddenly, at one point of time, the body will stop the insulin for safety reason. What we do, we continue the insulin from external. We get the insulin from somebody else and it's coming in. What this will do for the body? Definitely damages. So this is where we are creating more damages beyond the body's control. Body is super intelligent. It's not a fool. It will not do a single damage to the system. That is how God has designed it. But the major culprit is the human, the owner of the body. They wants to get everything controlled. They think, the diabetic management out there, they can do everything and control. No, we don't cure, we manage it for you. Cure is in your hand. So this is what Dr. Puan, you got to tell them. Okay, so you have to eradicate one by one. Okay, they cannot come and then say, just fix this for me, just fix that for me. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, because cell damages is greatly happening when insulin or either metformin or anything goes into the system due to consistent intake of carbohydrates and sugar, which has not stopped yet. So gradually, we got to stop both. Okay, sugar, and then taper it, the medication down. Once they go on free on medicines, you can see a lot of good things will start to happen. Loss of weight, brain, it will start to work. Even the speech may get back to normal. So all this is a big issue. And the sugar control will be much more efficient. Patient will be able to walk. It's a lot of good things. So go by step. Okay. So, but if they do want to do all these things, you can even suggest to them like 4 to 5 or 6, lion's mane tablets daily basis. That depends, and they have to monitor and taper it or increase how they want to do. That is up to them. But all are very safe. Okay, nothing wrong for them to consume the lion's mane in any ways. Okay.
Doctor, may I go to next question, Doctor?
Yes.
Doctor, for diverticulitis, flare-ups, maybe like gut-related disease, Doctor, what is your recommendation, Doctor?
What is the question like?
Diverticulitis. I think gut-related issues, Doctor. Kudal allergy, something, Doctor.
Okay. Flares up. What is your, okay, you see, this, okay, diverticulitis is more to, colon issues, okay, whereby, definitely this person most probably can be very high in inflammatory food, flour-based food, breads, milk, and all these things. Okay, it is something what I would say. Okay, let me write it down for you. Then you'll understand the rest of them. Okay, okay. You see, the colon is like this. Okay. Okay, this is how the colons are. Okay. See, what will happen is there is one part of the colon, it will bulge out like that. Okay. Okay. Like this. So it will trap inside and then cause infection and many other problems will come. Okay. So this kind of issues, it depends how severe it is, and then what I will suggest is this is extremely inflammatory food, very high into too much of, gassy stuffs, all these things. Entire lifestyle exchange is fundamental. Without that, nothing can be done. From DXN, what can we give? Spirulina, very important. A lot of enzymes. Okay, myco-veggie. But don't give myco-veggie in a regular basis. Don't flood them with too much of myco-veggie. 3 times a day, 4 times a day, no need. Once, alternate days also is good enough. Alternate days. VCO, a lot of VCO. Okay, at least like 100 ml daily. Stop entire meat, stop everything. Meat, breads, cookies, all these flour-based and processed food, all stop. Put them on a soup diet. Or VCO with fasting is super powerful. With DXN products go on fasting, all this will shrink in faster. Okay, the bacteria only can help this. Okay, the bacteria, okay, because we are creating bacteria. We are putting in enzymes, then you're putting in the myco-veggie. Myco-veggie is the bacteria's food. Then they will start to eradicate, they will start to fight, they will clean, they will pull back inside. Okay, but it takes time. Okay, this is very dangerous, it's very cancerous, a lot of issues can come in. So the patient has to work along and really put attention, and that will really give good results. Okay. Okay.
Doctor,
yeah.
That's it, Doctor. No more queries,
No more.
Doctor. Yes, Doctor.
Okay, so what else? I'm reading something new. Okay, all that. Okay, I hope all the answers we have given. Dr. Puvan, even like this kind of people, you want to have online consultation, we can do that, because sometimes what happens is all these people need when the doctor give the information, they might be able to digest it better, or, get a better understanding and get the surety, so many things. Okay, so text me on this. I'll guide you how to do. All right. Change of lifestyle is so important, and it helps a lot of people. Okay, so we can go an extra mileage a bit here, right? Sometimes by our products is so super, it is so good, but constant damage is happening on the other side. So how are we going to stop this? So first we have to stop doing the damages. Second, we're going to rebuild back. Then fast we can rebuild back. Okay, so everyone has to understand this. We are constantly damaging it. We have been eating like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, the same thing. We are very happy and very tasty and so yummy. And that is the problem. See, that is the major problem. Slowly. Okay, some can do it fast, some will do it slow, some will do super slow, some may not even do it. You see, in our programs, we have been like teaching them for 60 days. Some will, after the 60 days, they will say, I think I need another 60 days. Well, no problem. Continue. Some even pick up in 1 week, 2 weeks. Okay. After 15 days, they can see, wow, I've lost 3 kg, I've lost 5 kg. Yes. But out of if you get 60 people joining, maybe 10 will do it. Balance 50? No. What to do? Food is too good. Especially in Malaysia. Now all over the world is like that. But Malaysia is extraordinary. When it comes to food, 24 hours you can eat. Okay. You guys, you're coming for the TSI, okay, and you will get a shock. Okay, come with extra kg, lose more kg and come. Because when you go back after the 5 days TSI, sure you'll gain 2-3 kilo. One day 1 kilo you'll gain. Maybe half kilo you may gain. Now TSI, half kg you will gain. So 3 days, okay, at least 1.5 kg, no? Yes, food is so awesome. That is the time to enjoy, right? Go back and you do your diet. Follow. When you come for TSI, we're going to dance, you're going to be happy, we're going to eat, and don't talk about dieting at that point of time. Okay? Yes, that is meant to be, feasting time, right? Not fasting time. Go back and do. So we have been like eating too much nowadays. Okay, all the wrong things. All right. So remember, please integrate the lion's mane mushroom into your diet. You see, you see the cordyceps. I always have 1 bottle in front of me. I'll just take 2, 3 like that, just as a candy, and also have my bee pollen here. Yeah. Okay. All this goes in as a food. Don't measure. Don't take 2 tablets 3 times and all. Don't do that. That is very bad habit. Okay. So let's call it up today. Okay. And also thank you so much for the co-hosts, to all the participants. Mr. Sam, thank you so much for assisting me. Madam Parimalam for being translating in Tamil. And also Miss Cho, when she was doing it in the car while moving. That was unbelievable. And now she is really, yeah. And Miss Cho is a Crown Ambassador. We have to respect that. of that position. Yeah. So yeah. Yes. All of us are working hard. Even the IPO, and after the IPO is came in, it is teachers have great lessons. Okay, um, now our job is to work very very hard. We sometimes we see the comparison. A lot of things that we need to do. So never mind. It's late. We already started here, and so I need to thank Ms. Cho and Mr. David, and such an hardworking, good soul, and very humble, down to earth. And they are the crown ambassadors, you see, and being a translator and helping us out and growing together. So this is the DXN family. So message from Dr. Puan. Yes, Dr. Puan also will be here, I think, for the TSI or recognition relay. She will never miss all this, I know. Okay, so we'll get to meet. We're waiting for October. It's like time is running slow like that. For October, yes. All right, thank you so much, and let's end the session. All right, see you all on next Friday. Yes, bye bye.